Episode 4103, Tomorrow is Today.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous week. Can you believe it? It's home day. It really is. It is. And that means it's Wellspring Wednesday. And I hope that you are ready to really dive a little bit deeper, right? This is the in-between of our week to unpeel all the layers. Tomorrow is today. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and to sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. Well, I hope you can feel a little bit of some inspiration already in my voice and feel a little bit of smile on my face too, because I want you to feel that today. I want you to know that you're loved. I want you to know that you're seen, and I want you to know that you're heard. Regardless of what's going on, the stuff, all the piles of lists that you have, the laundry, the dinner dishes and dogs, guess what? For a moment, just a moment, I want you to sit with your thoughts. I want you to feel your heartbeat and know that this is the day that God has breathed life into you. Tomorrow is today. But you see, here's the interesting fact, and I told you already, I've set it up for you. We're going to dig a little bit deeper, right? That's what Wellspring Wednesday is all about, really going in and saying, where does this all set? Right? How does this fit within what God has really designed me to do, divinely designed? Because here's the thing, we all do this. We push off the things that matter most, telling ourselves, convincing ourselves, well, we'll just handle them tomorrow. Tomorrow we will. It's a seductive lie wrapped in the promise of extra time. But when we look back, what we usually have the least of is more time. We don't have more time. The hours slip through our fingers, and the projects and conversations, the personal goals we set, the to-do list, all of it, we just keep setting it aside and it keeps piling up. So whether you're scrambling to catch up or banking on finishing yesterday's work today, my friend, don't lose track. Tomorrow is already here. Tomorrow is today. So I want you to ask yourself, what have you been trying to squeeze into your day these past few days, and maybe even weeks, right? And I say days first because sometimes if you think weeks, you're like, oh, Christiane, there's just too much. Like, I kid you not, my last 2 days has been a little bit wacky. It would be a lot of people's months. It's just been that crazy for me. You don't need to know the details. All you need to know is that when you have a big family, there are ups and downs and all arounds, and it's a party every day, and that party doesn't mean it's always a happy one. You could have one happy party going on. You could have another one that's, struggling. You could have another one that's like, we are way down in the dumps and the ditches. So what have you been trying to squeeze in? What have you been trying to make work? What have you postponed? What have you justified or rationalized away with one excuse after another, going, yeah, no, it's okay. I'll get to it later. And too often we get comfortable drowning in excuses that make us feel safe and productive all at the same time. I'll just start Monday. Or maybe it's, I'll get to it after this busy week. I mean, I'm just swamped. It's okay. I'll get to it next week. Not a big deal. But you see, those phrases are traps, and they rob you from the momentum you need and keep you frozen in place. But yet on the other side, there are those who ask a different question. Listen. What's the one step I can take today that will set tomorrow in motion? I love that question. And I want you to hear it again because I want you to not just hear it in the mind, I want you to feel it in your heart. What's the one step I can take today that will set tomorrow in motion? That whole question, it's a mindset change, right? It's a game changer. One deliberate, focused action today accumulates fast, becoming miles of progress toward whatever greatness you seek. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness, right? That's where you're headed. And the key is to keep showing up consistently, not waiting for perfect conditions, but owning the imperfect now. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Own the imperfect now. You don't have to have it all figured out. My last 2 days, I'm telling you, it feels like it's been a month. And it hasn't even been 48 hours. And I'm like, can I catch a breath? Not a break, but a breath. Maybe you're in that season. Or maybe you're coming out of one. Or maybe you just kind of have this feeling like things have been stirring and I'm kind of headed into something. I don't know what it looks like, but I'm just getting this like, I don't know, in my spirit, right? It's within you, you know. So how do you snap out of the cycle that disconnects you from today's power? How can you stimulate your mind, body, and spirit so you feel the urgency that tomorrow doesn't wait? Tomorrow is today. What does it look like in real life? Well, let's break it down in mind, body, and spirit. Number 1, mind. And honestly, I like this one. I know I wrote it, but still, same difference. I think it's brilliant, okay? And I'm like, I need to do this more often myself. And I'm really going to work at it. Commit to a 5-minute daily priority. Okay, think about that for a minute. A 5-minute, just 5 minutes, but it's got to be a daily priority. Stop overwhelming your brain with to-do lists that stretch your attention into oblivion. We do that all too well. We really do. Instead, pick the single most important task related to your goal and commit just 5 focused minutes to it. Just 5. It's enough time to build momentum, yet small enough to dodge paralysis by analysis. You know what I'm talking about, right? We've all been there. Okay, if I get started on this, all right, yes, great. And next thing you know, 3 sentences later, you're already working into, but if I start that, then I won't be able to do that because then it's going to lead to this. And when that leads to that, then I'm going to be behind. And then, it might just be better that I do it tomorrow. You landed in excuse land and you settled. And maybe you even passed home and you're collecting your $200, right? You want to have that 5-minute daily priority. And when you do this every day, you'll train your mind to recognize that small actions compound. They build off of each other. I mean, and I'm not going to do this because you don't do math live. I'm just saying 5 minutes times 365. And if you have a leap year, 366, right? Do the math for me. That's how many minutes, break it down, divide by 60 and get your hours that you have guaranteed change towards your goal. Guaranteed by just saying, I'm going to do 5 minutes. And let me tell you a little secret. A little secret is if you start with 5 minutes, you start doing it every day, pretty soon you're like, this isn't that bad. And it now becomes 7 to 10 minutes. And you start doing that every day. And the next thing you know, you're up to 20 to 30 minutes. And pretty soon you're like, got it, bingo. And you're on and you have set a new habit without even having to think about it. Yeah. So commit to the 5. Number 2, your body. Move with intention every morning. Every morning. Morning movement, yes. It's not about the gym. It's not about hitting the gym for hours upon hours. Nope, I know, been there, done that. And it wasn't the gym. I just went to my own home gym. I created my own place. But it's about signaling to your body and your brain that today matters. I'm up. I have breath. God has blessed me. Now I'm going to show up. I'm going to get my body moving. And, whether it's simple stretches, a brisk walk, 10 minutes of deep breathing, this physical activation releases the tension. Your cortisol levels are highest when you wake up, and do it within 20 to 30 minutes of rising. I kid you not. And you will have more of a total impact on your body because you're going to burn the initial sugar, 10 to 15 minutes in, depending upon how fast you're walking. Now, I'm talking about walking here, by the way. I didn't tell you that at first, but yeah, we're walking here. So I'm not saying you have to run. I'm not saying you have to do HIIT training. I'm not saying you have to do strength training. I mean, all of that's great stuff, right? Pilates and yoga and all of that. It's all great. I'm just saying go do some walking. 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Move every single morning. And that first 15 minutes, you're burning off that sugar that you had left over. And then it's starting to get into your fat reserves. And you're like, yeah, after that. So just walk an extra 15 minutes. So it's 30 minutes now. Whoop, whoop. Let me tell you, you're going to feel great. You're going to release that tension. You're going to ground your mind, body, and spirit. You're going to be ready because you're going to be present. And your body remembers when you respect its rhythm. And that's when your will follows suit. It's like, yeah, I can do this. And the confidence goes what? Through the roof. And you're like, yeah, this is looking good. And guess what? I'm feeling good and looking good. Let's keep it up. So move with intention every morning. And then finally, number 3, spirit. Reflect on your why before your first task. You know, connection to purpose is fuel when the clock says you can't pause. So before you dive into letting your phone drown you into distractions, or you binge through those emails, or you take 30 seconds to do something that's going to have you spiraling into something else, stop, take a deep breath, and center yourself on your why. If you take a shower every morning, whether it's after you've done that nice brisk walk, burn that sugar off, burned a little bit extra in the reserve, now you're feeling present. Maybe you come to the point you're like, okay, and you center yourself on your why. Maybe you stand there and you turn the hot water on. You're letting it get perfect temperature. In those few seconds, take a deep breath, take it to God. Lord, remind me. Let me see what you delight in me, and help me do the same for others so that I am your hands and feet. A lot of times we just get wrapped up in all the stuff. And if we would just seriously stop and smell the roses, or stop and let your hot water come in, whether it's from a hot water ready tank or a tankless water, it's still got to get to your pipes. You still got 5 to 10 seconds for that hot water to pour out, to be the exact temperature that you want. So use it to your benefit, to your connection with your Heavenly Father. And yeah, you can do your prayers and all that other times, but I'm saying specifically to your why. You can say it's your purpose. You can say it's your calling. You can say it's just what I'm working on in this season right now. Whatever it is, wherever God's stretching you, center yourself there. And then allow yourself to go deeper. Why does this next step really matter? Who does it serve? What happens if you don't do it? You see, when you re-anchor in purpose, it pulls you out of procrastination, and it lights a fire to start now, not later. Basically meaning your excuses, well, they burn up in the fire. You're already ready. You're set. And because your body's moving, and because, yes, you are on set with your mind and you've already got yourself going, you've only been up and doing this for now 45 minutes. Can I get a yes, I can do this? It's going to change your life. It doesn't have to be complicated. We complicate things so often because we forget that tomorrow is today. Let me tell you, tomorrow will always be a sneaky illusion if you entrust it with your dreams and priorities. I'll get to it. I'll see it tomorrow. What if you don't? The real power sits in the choices you make today, not tomorrow. The small steps that reject someday thinking. Don't wait. The clock is ticking. The moment is here. Tomorrow is now. Tomorrow is today. So for you, what's going to be your next step? Just the one step. one step at a time that leads you to miles of greatness. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.